What's going on, everyone? Homework assignment 53. Today's objective, I can solve real-world problems involving taxes. Let's get to it. So two problems that we're going to see, and we'll be building on it when we start to get to discounts, markups, and whatnot. So a camera costs $250 if 6% of sales tax. If a 6% sales tax is added on, what is the total cost? Okay. So in order to figure this sales tax, we need to find out whatever 6% of 250 is, and then we're going to add that on to that original price of $250. Okay, and that's a pretty simple explanation of how a tax works. All right, so we can use whatever strategy we want to figure out what is 2%, what is 6% of $250. I'm going to use I guess maybe for the first one, I'll use the percent equation in order to figure it out. I think that one works nice for us. So we want to figure out, first off, what is 6% of 250? And 6% of 250 is found out. So we're looking for the part. So then it's going to be our part. Remember, our part is equal to our percent times our whole. So our part in this case, we don't know. So x is going to be equal to our percent, which is 6%, times 250. All right, 6% has to be written as a decimal. So x is going to be equal to not 0.6, but 0.06 times 250. That's a common error that people make. And let's just figure out what 0.06 times 250 is 15. So x is going to be equal to 15. And what does x represent here? Well, x just represents the tax. So we need to take that $15 and add it onto that original price. So 250 plus 15 is equal to $265, which is the price including the tax. All right, the price including the tax. Second problem. All right, still talking about not necessarily tax, but in this case, we're talking about a profit. And a profit is going to represent something that money that you're making on top of whatever your original investment was. Okay, so money you're making on top of whatever your original investment was. So Mr. Potter bought a house for $175,000. 5 years later, he sold it for a 24% profit. What was the sale price of the house? So what did he sell that house for? Okay. Well, so first thing we want to do is we want to figure out what is 24% of 175,000. So I'm going to use that equation again. So part is equal to percent times our whole. So we want to figure out what is 24% of 175,000. I don't know it yet. So I'm going to figure out that part by multiplying my percent times that whole, 175,000. All right. So x is going to be equal to 0.24 times 175,000. 0.24 times 175,000. So x is going to be equal to $42,000. All right, so that's how much money that Mr. Potter made off of selling his house, which is pretty nice deal. But let's figure out how much did he sell the house for, and we figure out how much he sells the house for by taking that $175,000 and adding it to $42,000. Just so I don't mess up my math, I'm gonna go to my calculator, which is $217,000. All right, and that's it. Be careful when you're doing these calculations. Understand where each step is coming from. So you got to take a look at the video a second time just to understand where ideas are coming from. Do that. If you got questions, jot them down, bring them to class the next day. I will see you all tomorrow.